Dumbo, you need your headset on so people can hear you, you bimbo. Don't worry, I'm calling myself a bimbo. Right. What I'm doing is I'm kind of structuring my upload so that certain days cover certain things. So last night's upload, which will be above, was my take on the John Monet Ramsey case. This one is Trash Talking Tuesdays, which means I will trash talk a fellow YouTuber. Now, some of these YouTubers I do have some respect for, some I do not. And the two I've previously spoken about, I do not. And the same goes for this person. Now, the reason why will become evident as I continue. Today's topic of discussion is Trisha Paytas. Now, Trisha is probably one of the biggest trolls on YouTube. She trolls so unbelievably hard that you shake your head because you don't know what else to do. I have some notes here of things I want to talk about, and obviously I'm going to explain my point of view on this and explain why I think what I think. Right. Now, I have covered in the past the fact that I don't think YouTubers, well, the vast majority of YouTubers, myself included, should not be seen as idols and role models, because we're not. We're just human beings. And if you're raising a child, their role model shouldn't be a celebrity, whether it's a YouTube celebrity or a conventional celebrity. It should be you or somebody within the family. So, let's get into it. Number one, she jumps from man to man. This is pretty evident. And there are times where she's supposedly in a relationship, but yet she's sleeping with this other person. It confuses me. It really does confuse me. Because 1 minute she's with one guy, next minute she's with another guy, and then she's crying that this other guy that she's been seeing on and off for 3 years has, done her dirty and all this. And, names and shames of famous exes. Now, she has two. I know who the first one is, but I'm not sure who the second one is. And she names and shames them, and she badmouths them, basically. And to me, I have several exes. I also have a few people in my life that were nearly relationships, but they didn't turn into that. Now, I would never badmouth any of them, ever. I would never badmouth anybody that I have a friendship with or a relationship with, unless I have good reason to. No, she has a tendency to make videos when she's in probably the worst state to make a video. And then she just unleashes, and then a couple of days later she looks back and she's like, I really shouldn't have done that. Especially when they threaten to sue her. She doesn't think about what comes out of her mouth before it does. Now, we've got the fact that she says that Kim Jong-un is in China. Okay then. And it's just sometimes you just listen to her and you're thinking, do you have any idea what you're all about? Now, that does go into another point that I'll get to eventually, but to me, she's either dumb or she's acting dumb. Either one is probably not the best for a role model within YouTube. She turns vegan for money. She did a couple of videos about being vegan, and I think she was apparently on a vegan diet, and apparently it lasted a couple of days. When she was basically paid to do a video by Freely. Now, Freely, I don't like the woman, can't stand her. She will be a topic of another video, but Freely is not somebody that I look up to, and she's not somebody that I would take money from to do a video. Even if she offered me enough to buy me a house, I still wouldn't do it, because the plain simple fact is, I'm not going to turn around and say I'm vegan when I'm not. I only have, looking at my screen now, I've only got 28 subscribers at the time I'm making this video. Now, whether I've got 28 or 200,000, whatever, I am not going to do things that I don't feel right about doing. So if I get a sponsorship, that means it's something that I've tried and I believe in and I use and I will use. On that path, I kind of run along with Liv and Rosa, because they're on a very similar path to me, in that they only do videos on things that they believe in, sort of thing. She lied on America's Got Talent. She's most definitely not a computer programmer. I'm not saying that there isn't a possibility that she's smart, because there is. However, I don't think she's a computer programmer, because she's never done anything to do with computer programming that I can see. This is one that really does pee me off, and I'll probably become the victim of it when this video goes live, which is she allows her fans to attack those that speak against her. And she's been called out numerous times by people that have disliked the way that she's handled something, or the way she's spoken about somebody. And to me, what comes out of her mouth sometimes, I just wonder what the frigging hell's going on in her head. Now, this other one, literally every time I see the clips, because I've not watched the video, makes me feel physically sick, which is the 100 layers of cum challenge. Ugh. Her mukbangs are revolting, and she'll talk with her mouth full, which is one of my pet peeves. And the food that she puts in her mouth, so I can understand mukbangs, you try and be, but she's got like open containers of everything that's just laden with grease and claims to be on a diet, but the mukbangs prove evident otherwise. She'll say, "Oh, I'm vegan," or "Oh, I'm trying not to eat this, I'm trying not to eat that," and then 2 days later she's uploading a mukbang where she's eating nothing but tubs and tubs of KFC. It's like, really, bitch? Really, bitch? Sorry, that's from a Trey Melvin video. Like the video, if you've ever seen that video. She's the queen of clickbait. I'm gay, I'm this, I'm that. Mommy, I'm gay, next minute, I hate gays, gays shouldn't be allowed to... she's the queen of clickbait. She's probably the worst person when it comes to clickbait, and it enrages me. It makes my blood boil. It really does make my blood boil. She portrays a fake YouTube life. She's actually admitted on a Shame Dawson podcast. It's in several other overexposed videos, but I won't put stuff like that on my channel, because I don't want to get, whether it's falsely or not, I don't want to get flagged under the fair use thing, so I'm not putting other people's videos on my channel. I'll link to their videos, but I'm not doing it myself. She's admitted on the podcast she did with Shane, where she says that her YouTube life is fake and that everything that she shows on camera isn't reality. And to me, if you're going to be on YouTube, you show your life. I show my life for all the crappy crap that I have to put up with. I have a physical ailment that doesn't allow me to walk as much as I'd like, and stuff like that. And I don't hide that from you guys. I share that with you guys. You guys know about that, and I'm not going to hide it from people. It's part of my life, it's part of my experience, and that's the end of that. She's a rape apologist who likes the idea of rape, because there's the basic everything wrong with Trisha Paytas, which is quite a good video. She actually she's got a clip of Trisha explaining why one of her books has a section about rape on it. And apparently she also gets turned on while watching SUV. To me, rape is one of the worst crimes on earth. Now I know some women do have a fantasy about being raped, which is fine for them. If that's what they want, then that's fine. However, there's a difference between a fantasy that they can control and the reality where they have zero control, and you don't know what the guy's going to do when he's done. So being a rape apologist to me is essentially what she is, because she's saying, you know, what she said, and oh god, it makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. But I'll link that video up above. She has a habit of using YouTubers for the other YouTubers for the followers. Now, she's accused other people of doing this to her, and in some cases, probably rightly so. However, she's done it to other people. She's always trying to get Shane in her videos, trying to get Gabby in her videos, trying to get a lot of people in her videos. And to me, it literally is the whole if I do a collab, and if I do a collab with someone, so I'll have the followers will notice, but her reputation precedes her, so a lot of people just turn off and don't like her. She says shit that she knows will get people talking about her, the whole I'm voting for this person, or I'm not voting for that person, or I'm voting for this person, I don't think gay people should get married. And then, like, not long after, and then a couple of years later, I'm gay. It's like, really, bitch? She does things and says things that she knows are going to get people talking, like the crying on the floor. Constantly going back with a boyfriend that clearly doesn't have don't even get me started on that. The amount of issues that this woman brings out with people, and the amount of things that causes people to get enraged by her is never ending. And the fact that she literally is the biggest troll. She'll say something that's blatantly not true about herself, and she'll upload it, and everybody will accept it. Oh, that's what she does. That's what she does. No, bitch, she doesn't. She can't stick to anything. She can't stick to diets. She can't stick to eating plans. She can't stick to timetables or anything like that. She's not the most reliable of YouTubers. The amount of times that somebody's gone to LA to collab with her, and then they've just not spoken to her or whatever, and it's like, if you're organising a collab with somebody, it's like if I was to collab with somebody, I'm just thinking, say while I was down in London, I bumped into Emma Blackery, and she said, oh, come and do a collab with me before you go home. I'd be fine about that, you know. Or somebody say, Will and E, who lives not far from where I am, if he wanted to do a collab, I'd be like, yeah, great, whatever, I'll come down to you, or I'll come up to you, or you come down to whatever. But if you say you're going to do a collab, then don't show up, because this is another thing. This is one thing that kind of pisses me off about, where it's like, oh, we're going to do a collab, and then they never show up. It's rage inducing. All the videos that she does are clickbait. Just let me check something. And a lot of her videos get deleted. Let's have a look. Drunk Taco Bell haul. Why I dumped all my friends and everyone in my life. They called the cops on me on my own birthday. Drunk and horny. I'm a mother, my big secret revealed. What did I miss? Birthday drama. Freaky music video, Trisha Paytas. Mother's Day mukbang. Eating KFC. Epic KFC eating show with my mum. My ex-boyfriend called me fat. Now he wants me back. Burger King mukbang. I can't keep doing this. I was kidnapped and locked in the basement. And that's just the last 2 weeks. So it's like, the amount of crap that comes out of her mouth. It's like I've watched a couple of her songs and her music videos, and she doesn't have, because this is something I have issue with some YouTubers who do music videos, they're actually into the song and, you know, they're upbeat and everything, but her, she's just like, it's like, she gets lipo because she doesn't want to stick to a diet. Now, her surgery was, I'm trying to find the videos about her recovering, 1 month ago, 6 weeks post-op, lipo, and since then she's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mukbangs of takeaway food, like Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC. She's just going to put it all back on. She really is just going to put it all back on. And pretty quickly at this rate. She's an attention whore. Everybody can agree with that. She's an attention. Most people that are on YouTube are attention whores. I'm not. I just like putting my 10 cents out into the world and leave it at that. She, unfortunately, is an attention whore. And she also claims that she didn't know Jong was gay. I never watched any of the videos that they did together, but I could tell he was gay. It was blatantly obvious that he was gay, in almost every sense of the word. So, in my personal opinion, Trisha should really take a week off, or 3 weeks, or 6 weeks, or whatever, but she needs to take the time off, step back, and come out and show people her real life. It's like a couple of these videos are like my real life show, showing my real life and this, that and the other, and things like that, and she's very, you know, it's like she's saying that she's giving you glimpses, but the problem is with Trisha, because the amount of crap that she puts out there, she's not being authentic with everybody, and she's not showing people the true her. Now, whether or not people would like the true her is a different matter entirely, but at the end of the day, you've got to give them a chance to see and meet the true her. Anyway, in other words, I can't stand the woman. She enrages me. She enrages me no end. So, with that being said, that's this week's Trash Talking Tuesday. Tomorrow is Writers Wednesday, and I think I'm probably going to do the podcast topic for this week. And hopefully I should have a guest coming shortly. I just need to try and pin one of the guys down. I am hoping to have a friend come and visit me soon. He's a fellow author, and I'll probably record a podcast with her while she's here. But I haven't got any information dates on that just yet. But I will do soon. Once I get those, I'll let you know. The same with the event in London. So, like I said, if there's anybody you want me to cover, I do have notes for Tana and Joy, so they might be the next 2 weeks. Trash Talking Tuesdays, I don't know. But yeah, Wednesdays is Writers Wednesday, so that'll be the podcast. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do Thursday. I might just do Thursday and Friday as random days, and then light videos on the weekends. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm still planning these things out in my head. So, hope you've enjoyed Trash Talking Tuesdays, and I will hope to see you next time, tomorrow, for Writers Wednesdays. If there's any topic or anything you want me to discuss, let me know down below, and I will speak to you soon. Have fun and take care.